reminded me. So I'm 42 years old, and I feel like I am having the best time in my life in business. And Christina, thank you. Best time in my life in business. And I wrote here that it's never too late. It's never late to start creating video, right? Because sometimes people think, oh, that's for the younger people, or that's not me. It's never too late to start creating video. It's never too late to become a neighborhood expert, right? How much are you reading? How much are you studying about what's happening in your local communities? It's never too late to close your first $2 million deal. We have people on the team last year that closed a $2.4 million deal because they made cold calls in the lead pond. It's never too late. It's never late to start somewhere, right? You guys all might be at different places. We all are at different places in our career, but it's never too late to start and to start over. It's never late to contribute at a high level. When Melody said that throughout our time in the last couple of days, the team was able to generate enough money to feed 2 million people, right? 2 million meals, because the dollar stretches a lot farther in the countries that they're going to be feeding. 2 million. So it's never too late to contribute at the highest level. It's never too late to change, to reinvent. It's never too late to attract 1,000 people into this organization. So it's never too late. I want you guys to know that no matter where you are, don't make excuses for anything that you want to achieve in this company and in your business. Don't make any type of excuses. It is never too late. So I want to share that with you and let you guys know that anything is possible. Like I said, I'm 42 years old and I feel like I'm just now getting started. And I want to be at this for maybe 10 years or more and then retire and travel the world. So a couple things that I wanted to share with you guys that were said from some of the amazing speakers. You guys, copious amounts of notes, pictures, trying to post everything that I possibly could. There was a lady on stage that sold 10,000 homes. Let's just put that into context for a second. Think about that, 10,000 homes. You know, she started in trailer parks. She started, you know, from, as she said, I don't know, countless amounts of marriages and divorces, but 10,000 homes that she sold in her career. Think about that. We fed 2 million people, and think about that level of contribution. John Gletch talked about the power of the next steps. And I'm going to share this with you, and I thought this was really powerful. That John said that the appointment isn't showing a home. All of us can show a home, right? You want to see 123 Main Street? Cool. I'm going to meet you there and open up the door. That is literally the start. From there, everything that he and his team does goes right into the buyer's consultation. And here's the flow. And you guys hear this language every single time. Here's what's next. That is the language, and every single time they meet a buyer, here's what's next, here's what's next, and they do a full buyer's consultation, a dream home sheet. And I'm going to have our VA redo that home dream sheet so you guys have that. The showing isn't the appointment is the buyer's consultation. That's the first appointment. Being able to share with your buyer what your battle plan is and what your buyer strategy is. Let me talk to you guys about this. So many of you guys are writing offers, multiple offer scenarios in all kinds of different markets. What we don't have is we don't have the ability right now to really share with our clients, like, here's an illustrated view of what our battle plan looks like. I helped the Jones family get into contract on 123 Main Street, and this is the strategy that worked. This is my battle plan. These are my shields. These are my weapons. These are the things that I'm going to bring to the table to get your offer accepted in this competitive environment. We need to be talking about strategy. We need to be talking about our battle plan early on. We're not just, let's go show houses. Perfect. Oh, you like that? Let's write an offer. No, you guys, battle plan, strategy, making sure that you truly understand what it's going to take to get their offer accepted, then being able to articulate that to every single consumer that you're face to face with. I want you guys to think about this for a second. We'll put this in some really good context. There was a guy in the room that shared, Curtis Johnson, 7,100 downlines. Okay, like this is crazy. 7,100 people in his organization. You know what his monthly checks look like? His monthly checks are $350,000. $350,000, and the dude is in the room with us on the stage. Was able to shake his hand, talk to them, have some conversations, super humble, just a great dude to talk to. But when you think about the power of what's possible in this business, I'm not asking any of you to ever recruit. What I am asking all of you to do is to simply share. Share with everybody. Invite them to our community. Invite them to the office, to our events, to the social gatherings, to the masterminds, to the Monday calls, to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday calls, to team meetings on Tuesdays. Let people have a seat at our table. And I promise you, you let the community do what you are trying to explain, right? Have the community around you, get people into this beautiful environment. Tina Krall spoke on stage. And if you're not following Tina, make sure to follow Tina. She talked about having an advisory board. And when we think about this, you guys, Kenny and I are talking to a $68 million producer in San Francisco. Well, it goes far past you guys. It goes far past Kenny. It goes far past me. The beauty of this is that we have an advisory board of people like Kyle, people like Dan, people like Jeremy Larson and Enrique, Tina Krall, and all these people that we get to be associated with. So when we look back and be like, here's our advisory board. Here's the top minds in the entire country that are willing to share and to give and to hop on a Zoom call every Monday where there's 450 people in the room to talk about ideas for growth, challenges, struggles, triumphs, tribulations. So we have all these resources around us to help you guys, right? But like I said, it starts with you guys, and it starts anywhere that you guys choose. So it's never too late. Those are some of the thoughts. Those are some of the ideas that I have that came out, is that for us, we're going to heighten everything. I'm going to take that dream list. I'm going to take our checklist, and I'm going to heighten everything to make sure our buyer's consultation is strong. And I'm going to make sure that you guys are those experts in your community and that you guys are building community. I know Melody's mind was running. She's like, oh my God, we could do that. I'm like, oh my gosh. She's like, I could do that. She's like, why am I not doing that? Right. And like, I saw her mind working. And sometimes it takes being around those people to get some thoughts going. But my question is to each of you guys. Are you creating enough? We always talk about this. And what I wanted to ask you guys is that if you want to become known in your community, are you creating enough information about your community? People say, Keitha, whoever it is to me, and I'm gonna mail, I'm gonna farm. That's cool. But at the end of the day, like, are you known in your community as that person that is bringing together the community? After this call today, I have a challenge for everybody on this call, and I want you to do this. I want you to Google your town, whether it's Walnut Creek, whether it is Emeryville, whether it's Berkeley, whether it's somewhere else in the country that you are. I want you to Google your community. I want you to go on the Chamber of Commerce website. I want you to get a list of every single small business in your community. I want you to get a list of all the restaurants in your community, all the small businesses, who's coming into town, list of all the schools, parks, recreation, all these different things that are going on in your community. And I want you to create video about those things. That's it. You want to build in a community, then go out there and just document everything. What's up, you guys? It's Keitha. I'm out here in front of Tony's Pizza. I come out here every Sunday. They have the best pizza pie that I've ever tried. Come and check them out. I come every single Sunday. Best pizza in town, and I'm going to tag Tony's Pizza. Now, Tony's Pizza, anybody that follows them, what's going to happen? They're probably going to follow Keitha. It is the triangle of trust that Mr. Social Savvy talks about, and he talked about it at our event. You guys go out there and document every single thing. I should be seeing so many videos from you guys that it is impossible to keep up with. Impossible. Cynthia lives in Martinez. What a dope city. What a dope city. The little coffee houses, the downtown, the farmer's market. What is Martinez? Why did Martinez even become a city originally? What was that port used for? What fishermen came there? Why did they develop that town? What's next? Why are the refineries? I mean, the list can go on and on and on. So what I want to encourage you guys to do is to do a little bit of research, make a list and say, you know what? I have at least 90 places I can call, people to talk to, research to do. I'm going to dive deep into this. Don't rely on leads that we're going to give you to drive your business, right? That's why this quote is so important. Being your best when your best is required. Demand that shit of yourself. Say, today I'm going to go out there and I'm going to make some video. I'm going to talk to some people. I'm going to shake some hands, and I'm going to be known in my community. So many people say, well, I want to farm. Yeah, that's cool. But farm the businesses, farm the schools, farm the parks, farm the neighborhood events that are going on, and become that person. Because when you do that, I promise you, when they get your mailer, like, oh, Joellen, the lady that does the thing in the videos with the, the community, right? I promise you. So my challenge to every single person on this call today, no matter what market you're in, do your research. What are the schools, restaurants, small businesses, the parks, the recreation? What music is coming? Hey, listen, you guys, the seasons are changing. It's nice out. What is happening in your local communities? And simply go out there and just record. Just record. Put your face on the video, record, and get that stuff out in abundance. Want to do that? I'm going to do that. I want you guys to do that. And I tell you what, you guys, I will promise you this. If you do that consistently, you will see your business grow. I promise you. Let's do this, guys. I want to go around the room. I want to hear from you. I want to hear about some of your wins in this last week, what you were most stoked about accomplishing this last week, and what you are committed to accomplishing this week. And let's talk about intent and some goals. Melody, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I just wanted to share my insight on this past week. So I had a moment, and I'm going to tell you guys a little story. So the moment was when I realized that I was probably the agent that sold the least amount of houses in that room. I mean, that's kind of scary when you're in a room full of agents that are selling 200, 300, 400 houses a year as solo agents. People that are team leaders that have mega icon teams and have hundreds of agents underneath them. People like Curtis Johnson that are making $350,000 a month with 7,100 downline. I realized that I'm not that girl. I'm not at that level yet. And so I went up to another top producer, Tina Call, and I talked to her about it. I said, you know what, Tina? I said, I've never sold 100 homes. Like, I'm not at that level yet. And she said, that's okay, because I've never thrown as many events that you and your team have. That's your niche. That's your thing. And why can't you do both? Why can't you be the top producer and the speaker and the person that leads the masterminds and the events and helps out with the team culture? You can do both. You don't have to choose to be either I'm going to be selling 100 homes this year, or I'm going to be the person that does the farming and the events and the different types of group coaching classes. So it just made me realize that for me, I can't limit myself and put myself in a box, because like Elias said, there is no box. There's absolutely no box. And it was really, really eye-opening for me. So I just want to send the message out there to where if you think that you're limiting yourself, if you think that there's a cap on your potential, I challenge you to have a new perspective on the way that you're viewing your abilities, to the tools in your tool belt, to the conversations that you're having on a daily basis. And if you're all up in your head, run that play back to someone else that is also in the same industry. Come to me. I'll give you a fresh new perspective. Go to Elias. He'll give you a new perspective with fresh new eyes. Don't be in your head and stuck in your own story of what you're capable of doing or not doing, because you're your own worst enemy and you're the only person standing in your own way. So I made a lot of commitments this past week, but one of my biggest commitments that I'll share with you guys is that I will be that girl that is selling 100 homes one day. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but I'm going to work my ass off. And I'm also going to do the events, and I'm going to do all the things that I think that I can't do, not because I want to look cool or be on stage or have people come up and talk to me. No, because I want to do it for myself, because I told myself that I couldn't do it for so long. I'm sick and tired of that shit. Sick and tired of standing in my own way. I want to do it to prove to myself that I can do it. So that's just what I got from this past week, and I hope that was helpful for some of you guys.
Powerful. Absolutely powerful. I saw Megan, you had your hand up. Megan Foss, did you want to chime in?
Actually, that was an accident. I was hopping in my car.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
I'm loving all of this content, and I had so many takeaways from this past week.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, Megan, if you want to chime in, grab the mic for a second and talk to us about what was What were you most stoked about accomplishing last week, and what is your intent for this week, and what are you committed to accomplishing in your business? And good to see you again.
Nice to see you too. So, you know, learning everybody's goals, everybody is so different. And I think all of us get in our own way sometimes. And that's something I've learned in the last 6 months since joining EXP, of how much, you know, limiting beliefs of what you can do, and, you know, leaning on other people and figuring out what is motivates people and what people's true goals are. So that's something I want to bring back to my team, and kind of figure out what they all need, and, you know, how we can grow together. And like leveraging, you know, I can't do everything, but I do need to lean on others. And I think that's a huge thing, of like getting out of your own head of like, I need to do this, I need to do that. But, you know,
I love it.
so that was a big takeaway for me.
And here's what I heard her intent being, correct me if I'm wrong, for this week. It's like going back and just diving deeper with her team, right? Unpacking the things, because there might be things that, heck, you guys, that I don't know that you guys want to accomplish in this business, that I can help you, right? But maybe there's something in your head that's saying, oh no, I don't think I'm ready for that. I'm not going to share that. There might be a talent that one of you have that can catapult your business in an instant, but I don't know about it, and I don't know how to support and help you guys. And so, Megan, I absolutely love that, and good stuff. Delmar, let's go to you, my man. What's one thing that you're super stoked that you accomplished last week, and what is your intent, and what will you commit to this week in your business? Delmar, let's hear from you.
Was great last week. I had a couple of calls from people that I haven't heard in a long time, who started seeing my posts on Instagram. You know, like the Instagram stuff is working out so crazy. So a couple of my students from 16 years ago, dude, students that I taught Spanish in Fremont 16 years ago, that are now in their early 30s and ready to start purchasing property, right? So a couple of kids from San Francisco were like, dude, we're looking, can you help us out? I'm like, yeah, let's connect with some lenders. Let's talk about all this stuff. Let's see where you are, you know. So that was amazing. So it is an incredible experience to see that that the Instagram stuff is working, you know, because I'm so new to that stuff as well. Like, I posted a picture or two once a year in the past, and now I'm posting like videos at least once a day, you know. So it's just working really well. I'm super excited about that, and I'm working with those kids and see. I'm trying to see our business more of a helping, as a helping tool rather than a selling business, right? I don't want to be looked as a salesman. I don't like that idea. I like to have the notion that I'm going to be able to help my clients get into a home. And these kids, it's their first home, right? So that's how I want to see my business. And so
I absolutely love that, Delmar. A couple of things that you said that really stood out for me is that, first off, you know, like the way that he talks about Instagram, you could tell that there's still this adoption that he's doing to Instagram. And I'll tell you what, it is the norm, right? This is the way that we do business in 2022, is we do it on social media, right? And so the fact that you're picking up traction, look at who brought you into this organization. Will K is an amazing example of what is possible by using and leveraging social media on a daily. So Delmar, I love this. And the fact that people are coming back to you is because they see what you're doing. They see that you're a valuable person in this business, man. I absolutely love it, Delmar. Good stuff. Let's go over to Cynthia. Cynthia, I want to hear from you. Big wins in your world last week. So let's hear from you. What are you most stoked about accomplishing last week? And what are you committed to this week? And what's your intent for this week moving forward?
Big things. Yeah, big things happened last week, right? We did our first session of boot camps together, you guys. Thank you so much for being there and contributing and turning in your homework and making the whole thing really work like it's supposed to. It's all because of you guys, and it's all for you guys. Intention for this week is to be more present with all of you and make sure that there are no distractions when I'm here with you. Just being present in every little single moment and making sure that I'm giving that gratitude to that moment, even if it's a hard moment. Like, we need those hard moments. We need people to tell us no so that we can get closer to yes. And it's not all fun and games, right? But we still have to be grateful for those moments that are hard, because that's what makes us tougher people.
Love it, Cynthia. I love it. I'm going to go to Aaliyah next. Aaliyah texted me the other day. She had some major wins in this last week, and it all comes from her taking massive action. and I love seeing this, but I want to share this with you guys because I wrote this in a group chat that we're in with our mastermind. And I want to share with you because I think this is important. By show of hands, how many people are reading the book Winning? Please give me a reaction on the screen or just raise your hand. All right, cool. Game changer for me. Game changer for me. What I realized is that in time, this too shall pass. You guys have heard that quote. It comes from King Solomon. The reason why that quote is so powerful to me in this context is that in time, this too shall pass, meaning that the win that you have today, I'm done. I'm going to move on and I have to go out and chase my next win, right? That feeling and that moment that is always chasing. Winning is monotonous as fuck. You guys have to do that every single day and go out and get that win, right? And so in time, this too shall pass. The good times, the bad times, the indifferent, those are going to pass. So you have to create that next win, create that next step, create that next excitement. You have to go out there and get that every single time, or life becomes mundane. And I don't think that I'm surrounded with a bunch of people that are not winners. I believe that you show up at 8:30. I believe that you contribute at a high level because you want to win and that you believe that you are winners. I'm not here to live a life of mediocrity. I'm not. And I don't want a life of mediocrity for any of you guys. But know that in time, this too shall pass, and we constantly have to go out for our next win. Aaliyah, let's turn it over to you.
So my win for last week, as I mentioned a week ago, last Monday's call, I was going to start doing cold calls to homeowners, basically asking them if they're interested in selling. And I got a listing appointment scheduled for Thursday. And then this Thursday coming up. So yeah, that's my win.
And tell us, like, what was the challenge? Tell me about the context of the conversation. Like, was it like, oh, sure, we'll sell our house to you, or you could come over? Like, tell us a little bit about the conversation and what led to you getting an appointment.
Yeah, so I just use my script. I basically say, like, this is Aaliyah, I'm a local realtor, just sold a couple homes in your area, just giving you a quick call to see if you had, by any chance, like any thoughts of possibly selling your home now or in the near future. And at first he said yes. I thought he said no. So I thought he said no, and I was like, okay, thanks for taking my call. And he was like, no, I said yes, I have had thoughts. So I almost hung up on him. But I was just like, oh, cool, like, what have you been thinking about? And he was just like, well, I've been thinking about possibly like moving out of California. And we just kind of started talking. And I said, well, I'd love to like chat with you a little bit more and show you what it would look like to sell your home in today's market. And he was like, yeah, that'd be great. He said, just send me a text message. And because he was at work, he was like, just send me a text message and like, we'll figure out a time that works. So I followed up with him. I sent him a little video message. He didn't respond back to me. I followed up with him the next day and then scheduled the appointment. So that's how it went.
Beautiful, beautiful. And so in the intent for this week, tell us about your intent for this week moving forward.
Another listing appointment.
Oh, I love this. I love this. Good stuff, Aaliyah. Karan, you had your hand up. Let's go over to you, brother.
Hey, everyone. So yeah, last week has been amazing. And we closed on one of the properties in Walnut Creek. And I had a listing appointment that I signed, and it's going to be coming up on the market in March. So I have two listings coming up, one this month and one next month. And same thing, my goal is to grab as much listings as I can because listings are leverage.
So tell us a little bit about your current strategy. What's working? Because you have momentum right now, and how did you get there?
Definitely open houses, because I am good in talking in person to people than I am over the call. And it's really hard for people to get away from you, like when you're in person. On call, they can easily hang up on you, right?
Right.
Get away from me, like when you're in person. Then it's just like finding out more about the details from them, like what's the motivation they came to the open house? Do they have a realtor? And what the goal is? What exactly are they looking for? If this is not the house they're looking for, what I can help you with? And that's exactly how we closed on the last property, because the one they came to look at, they were like, we are looking for something a bit different than this. Then I started asking them questions like what exactly the different means to them. And he was like, this is something I'm looking for. I was like, I get off the open house at 3 o'clock. Are you available after that? He's like, yeah, I am. And we went for showings after that open house. He liked the property. Next day, he took his wife with him to check out the house. And the same day, we put the offer in, and the offer got accepted. So it took us like not even a day to meet him, put the offer together, and we closed in 7 days. That was the quickest check I've ever received in real estate.
Wow. Congratulations, bro. I absolutely love this. Absolutely love it. Good stuff. Denise, you had your hand up. Let's hear from you. And hello to your guest. Who is your guest?
Hi, my guest is going to be a future craft team as well too.
Hi.
I'll have her do the introduction.
Hi, my name is Angel Girawal.
Hi.
And I've been a realtor since 2019, right
Wow.
before pandemic happened. But yeah, I've been surrounded with some amazing people. And so this is gave me an encouragement to continue. Pandemic didn't hold me down, so I'm moving forward.
I love it. I love it. Well, welcome to group coaching. We're glad that you're here. So let's
Thank
hear it,
you.
Denise. What's up?
So I just want to talk about how important relationship is and the things you do, just always being professional. I did a favor for a realtor back in November to go show a house for an appraiser. And when I went and met the appraiser, I just really connected with him. It wasn't even my listing, but I was trying to sell it so that, you know, they can get it comped for the loan. And we just end up connecting really well, and I exchanged number with the appraiser, and I follow up because he was interested in a home similar to that. And over the weekend, he called me and told me that, you know, he's separating from his wife and that he's going to be looking for a place. And he thought that I was very knowledgeable of everything. And so we'll be working together to find him a new place. And he's also an investor himself. And then he had a cousin who was going to sell their house. And so one of the first thing I, of course, always ask is, does your cousin have a realtor already, right? Unfortunately, he did, but he said, oh, for sure, anybody I know now, I'm just going to refer you to them. So that was one win. Another win was, again, the relationship I have with my contractor, working with him, promoting him, and so forth. And I get a call, and I have like 2 of his staff and contractor relationship that I'll be working with to find them homes as well, too. So it's so important to have relationship. And I never asked for the business. Again, it's to your point, just be knowledgeable, be helpful, resourceful, and then they'll see the value in what you do, and they'll turn around, reciprocate. You know, it's karma.
Love it. I absolutely love it. Good stuff. Good stuff. And welcome to your guest. We appreciate you being here. Damian, let's hear from you, bro. You have your hand up. And keep it coming, you guys. I put a survey question in the chat. We'll come full circle on this in a couple of minutes, but rank your social media game on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the absolute needs improvement. Damian, let's hear from you.
No, I had a couple wins last week. I called you on one. I was so excited. Last home I closed on in December in San Pablo. My clients went above asking considerably on the house because they had the ability to pay cash. So they went in at $1.5 million and got the offer accepted, got in the house. But while we're in contract, they tell me that they needed to refinance the home to pay their brother back who gave them the cash. So I'm sweating bullets over here. I'm all worried that the house won't appraise and they won't have the money to pay their brother back. And they're calling me all in a panic because the appraiser is saying things at the appraisal that just wasn't too comforting. And last week I got a call from my client and she tells me that the house appraised and she found out the week prior, but she was so busy moving in that she forgot to call me. And I was so relieved, but at the same time, I'm like, God, why didn't she call me last week to let me know? Because I was so afraid that they were going to get bad news. But on my side, I ran comps and everything to try to console them during the process to let them know that this house probably will appraise or come very close to what you paid for it. And lo and behold, it appraised for value. And so they were hella happy with their purchase in the end. And it made me even more gratified that I did my job to the fullest in terms of even knowing the value of what they were buying. So that was a super win. And then I met a client last week that was like begging me to help them with their search. which really helped out because I was having a little bit of a tough time because I've been in the low, like we don't have any inventory for the clients I have, and it's just been tough. But this new client, they were so impressed with everything I was doing on this first initial meeting. Like you were talking about, I'm just running them through the whole process on this initial meeting. And by the end of it, they were begging to work with me. And so I was like, okay, my value is still the same as it was 2 weeks ago. So yeah, that was 2 wins. And so we're writing a offer on one of the homes that they seen tomorrow. So wish me luck.
I love this. I love this, you guys. And you guys, if you haven't put your numbers in here, don't be shy. It's okay. There's no judgment here. There's a reason why I asked this question. Love the wins to me, and I really appreciate the call. So listen, you guys, I'm seeing some 7s in here, some 5s, some 7s, a 21, a 4, a 4, a 3.5, a 1. So I really, really appreciate your guys' honesty, and I want to share some thoughts with you. And this came from Mr. Social Savvy. So share your world like nobody else is sharing your world. The characters, the people, the things, your quirkiness, your personality, like let that shine through. What you are trying to do when you tell a story is to write about an event in your life that made you feel some particular way. And what you are trying to do when you tell a story is get the audience to have that same feeling, right? Think about that. What you are trying to do is get the audience to have that same feeling, right? Can you create a piece of content right now that would put somebody in an emotional state? Can you put a piece of content out that's going to make them laugh? Can you put a piece of content out that can make them cry? I'm sure you could, right? But the idea is to really highlight the beautiful characters that you are in your own life, right? There's probably things that consumers don't know about you because you're afraid of being 100% authentic on social. Who cares, you guys? If they don't want to follow you, they won't follow you. I'll tell you what, though, you're going to find the people that like you, want to do business with you, and want to rock with you. I put here, have a fabulous feed. And this came once again from Mr. Social Savvy. Shout out to him. Have a fabulous feed. Nobody cares about your just sold. I promise you guys, I know it's important, but sprinkle that in. Sprinkle that in. Because when you look at a realtor's page and it looks like a Keep Current Matters ad, and all it is just sold, just sold. Let me tell you about the latte tip for the week, all these things, right? It's not organic. It doesn't look good, right? Have a fabulous feed. Family, fun, food, a little bit of real estate, family, food, my lady, whatever it is, a little bit of real estate, right? Have a fabulous feed that when people see you, they see you as a person, right? They see Del Mar and all the things that he's done. They don't just see, well, here it is, another real estate plug, right? Another real estate plug. Cool, just listed, just sold. Snorville, right? I want to encourage you guys to heighten the things that you guys are doing on your social, to put stuff out there that's going to give your how am I saying, to give your story and your wall a very fresh feel and a fresh look. Nope, it's important to put your opinions out there, but if that's all you guys are putting on, it's going to become white noise to everybody. Let's do this, you guys. Before we head out, before we come full circle, I want to hear from you guys, but I wanted to talk about leaders and why this is important. In my role is to create new leaders within this organization. I've had a fortunate opportunity to meet, work with, several of you and start charting your path into becoming leaders within our organization. For example, Mel, for example, Cynthia, Christina's on the call too. She's been one of our leaders in the past. But I thought yesterday's halftime show was absolutely incredible, but it was what Dr. Dre did. So I didn't know this, but everyone on the stage was either signed with Dr. Dre at one time or had a song wrote by Dr. Dre. Snoop Dogg is worth over 9 figures. Eminem is number 6 all-time selling artist in history. 50 Cent is worth almost $1 billion. Mary J. Blige, top R&B artist in history, and Kendrick Lamar, one of the best lyricists of all time. One of the best, right? So when I think about this, you guys, when I look back in my career 5 years from now, what I want to see on this screen is I want to see leaders, I want to see millionaires, I want to see life changers, right? Because each of you have the ability to do so. So we are here to make sure that to give you that vehicle, to help you guys, for you guys to leverage the story that Fast has created over the last 2 years and be able to help you guys build your businesses, right? If you feel like you're taking a singular approach to this business, you guys need to branch out. There's so many things that you guys can do to start building, to build your own brand, to bring people into our environment. Who's to say that Denise can't hold a weekly mastermind that is brand agnostic inside of the Walnut Creek office every single week, just to talk about things that we're doing in our business, right? And what she's going to do is she's going to share all the things that we do without saying, hey, you don't have any of that. She's just sharing what people could potentially have if they were in our environment, right? But hey, come back to these masterminds every single week. We'd love to chop it up and hear from you, right? Who's to say that you can't do that? You guys have the ability to do whatever the heck you want to, and we'll support you. We'll back you up. Go ahead. I saw your hand up.
I'm going to speak as a guest of Denise. I met her last Monday. Was it Wednesday? This last Wednesday, I came into her Walnut Creek office and she encouraged me to make a video on social media because she saw some of my goofiness on social media. And so the next day I was at the office and made a video. So it's just like she's being an awesome leader and encouraging, not even, I haven't joined yet, I'm a freelancer. So it's amazing that she like kind of rubbed off on me in a very positive way. So I'm doing social media now. So it's pretty amazing. I've done it for myself, but not like trying to attract more positive out there. So it's pretty cool. And I thank you. I appreciate that.
And that's what abundance is all about, right? Whether or not you guys are with our organization, there's tons of people that aren't here that aren't with our team. It's cool. We don't covet. We share in abundance. We want to give because what we want to do is we want to see others grow. That's it, you guys. That's literally what I want to do. I want to see others grow. I want to see people down the road run this company for us. Like, quite frankly, I want to see that down the road. That's what I want. Eric King, you had your hand up, brother. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, just talking about wins.
Hold on a second. Hold on a quick second, Eric. Before you get started, bro, is it officially your birthday today?
It sure is. That's why I'm in a hot tub.
Well, we love you.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh
Oh yeah. Happy birthday to you, brother. We love you. Hopefully have a
Thank
wonderful,
you.
wonderful, magical day, brother. But let's hear from you, Mr. King.
Thank you. Yeah, we're just talking about leadership and wins and stuff like that. For me, I think one of the big wins of my life happened this week. As y'all know, I stepped into a coaching position here on the team, and I finally got my office hours set up and had a few really, really good sessions. So my Calendly link is in my Instagram link tree. If you guys want to set up a 30-minute coaching session to go over your buyer consultation, if you finish your interview on Spark Hire, I'd love to meet with you guys one-on-one, talk about strategies and how to win buyers. Otherwise, we can talk about struggles and other areas of improvement that we can work on together. But I'm feeling super, super grateful this morning. Tons of love coming in, and I am so stoked to be a part of this team and to be alongside with y'all. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Happy birthday, bro. We love you, man.
Thanks,
Seriously,
man.
we love you.
I love you too, man. Thank you.
You
Hey,
know
the
what-
red looks good on you, by the way, Elias. You gotta wear red more often. You look good, bro. with this shit, right?
but here's the thing, you guys. Like, when I look at Cynthia, when I look at Eric, when I look at Mel, when I look at the other leaders in the organization, like this is what's fueling me in my business. I've hit a stage in my business where I want to show others how to do what we've done, and I promise you, years down the road, we're gonna look back like, they did it so much better, and that I should be looking for my replacement so I can grow and take over the world. Like that's where I want to be, right? And so I absolutely love it. That's my goal. Denise, we had another hand up, or is that the same hand? The same hand. Okay, cool. You guys, I absolutely love this, but once again, I want everything to be about taking action, right? Come to these events. Here's some things that you're going to do. Oh, Joellen, you had your hand up. There's a clap and a hand. So Joellen, let's hear from you first.
Elias, I just really want to just say thank you for everything that you've done for our team. Learning from the best, your top leaders, sharing the love with them and what you do at us, because I know everybody in that stadium was watching you, and they can feel your energy and your true compassion, your empathy, and your love for everybody around you. And I'm so blessed to be on this amazing team with you and everyone else. And that's all I had to say, is that you're amazing.
You know, and Thank you. Like I humbly thank you. Like I get up, you guys, and you guys are everything, right? This is how I provide for my family. So I want to make sure that you guys are getting the most out of this. But the way that you will show me that you're getting the most out of coaching our time together is by changing your family's life. The way that you'll change your family's life is by producing at a high level, by attracting at a high level, because it shows me that you're learning in this environment, but more importantly, you're applying what you have learned in this environment, right? When we did the 30-day challenge, that came from Mr. Social Savvy. I saw so many people's business blow up. You guys have the opportunity right now. Like I said, here's the homework for the week. Research the restaurants, schools, parks, recreation, events going on in your community, and simply just start recording that. Just start recording that and go out there and tag all those people, tag all those people, tag all those people. And I promise you, you're going to get organic growth from this. So you guys, I want to share with you this something that happened to me this last couple of days, and it's really, really monumental in my career. And like I said, you guys, it is never too late. So obviously, I enjoy public speaking. I truly, I'm inspired to public speak. I love it. I appreciate the energy and excitement of it. And then, but I get super, super nervous. You guys don't know that, but I get super, super nervous. Can't even catch my second breath. So I'm going to go on stage at this mastermind. I sit next to this guy, top player in the business. And I sit next to him. I'm trying to catch my breath. I couldn't catch my second breath. And I'm like, fuck, I'm going to be on stage. I'm going to hear it. I can't catch the second breath. And he looks at me. He's like, you nervous? I'm like, you son of a bitch. He's like, you look like you're nervous. I'd be nervous. I'm like, I'm good. He's like, are you really going to wear that? Yeah, are you sure? I'm like, dude, it's like literally less than 30 seconds before I go on the stage. So I go up. And you guys, I'm so passionate about this company, about you guys, about our growth, about our story. I feel like, let me just get my groove, and then I'll be able to really bring my message home. Well, I think that I did a pretty good job. Obviously, I'm hard on myself. They pimped me out afterwards. They auctioned time with me. And I was able to earn $16,000 for people to spend 2 hours of time with me. That money then goes back to Feeding America. So that money is going to feed tons and tons of people in the world. So I got a call afterwards from a guy named John Cheplack. If you ever know if you've ever seen John Cheplack or heard from John Cheplack, he is a coach throughout the country, coaches leaders, individuals, and is just a beautiful, beautiful mind. He asked me if I wanted to be one of their national coaches and go speak at different events throughout the country throughout the year. And I said 100% yes, I would love to. Does not take away from my job here at Fast Real Estate. It actually enhances my job here at Fast Real Estate, because why? Now I'm going to be surrounded by even more people sharing ideas and thoughts and being able to bring all that stuff back, accountability groups, and like, wow. So now I have an opportunity to work alongside the best leaders in the country, get coached, be able to coach. And I'm just so like in awe that they asked me to do this. And so opportunities arise when you just give it your all. And like I said earlier on, you guys, it's never too late. I'm 42 years old. I've wanted to do this for a very long time. And since then, I've been booked for 3 speaking engagements, and I might be on the stage in Cabo. And that all happened within the last 72 hours. So it's crazy to even think. I'm going to be going to San Diego at the end of this month to speak at this mansion that Kenny and I are staying at, which I'm really excited about. Then out in Arizona, and in April, I might be speaking in Tennessee. So very, very excited about what's happening. And I couldn't do that without you guys. And so thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak to you guys and tell the story about this company. We're just getting started. So let's go out there. Let's crush our week. I want to hear a couple people's takeaways. Let's go over to, I know it's not Michelle Montgomery. Or is that Michelle? Did I see you on here? Michelle, what's up? Michelle, let me hear from you. Key takeaways from today. What is some of your key takeaways from your time together in this environment?
Oh, I think it's great. Very inspiring and motivating. So, I want to start, I really need to take advantage of social media more so that people can get to know my personality and who I am, especially with videos. And I love this collaboration. Just very inspiring.
Love it. Love it.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
You got it. I always say this. I actually said it on stage because I thought about you guys. I'm like, inspiration, motivation, it's fleeting, right? It can leave. So you guys got to go and back that up with action. Jim, let's hear from you. Jimmy, key takeaways from today's session. Well, you're unmuted, but I don't have any audio for you, bro. All right, let's go over to Jason. Jason, my man. Hair's looking good, by the way, bro. Let's hear from you. Key takeaways from today's session, and let's hear from you.
My key takeaways, I guess, would be the social media aspect of it, and just getting out there and getting in front of people, which like I have a major problem with. I struggle with a lot, getting that schedule down, like actually sticking to that. So, but actually like talking to people and just doing what was difficult, I guess.
Jason, I'm going to challenge you. One video today. Choose the topic. I don't care what it is. Create one video. Let them see your beautiful face, your beautiful hair. Create one video about something you're challenged with, something that you accomplished, this meeting, whatever it is, bro. One video and tag me. Can you do that?
I got you.
Good. I love it. Let's hear from Maria.
Elias, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now, brother. Go ahead, Jim.
Wait. So there's a lot of passion in this room. I think what everyone's goal is to achieve, in real estate. But to achieve in real estate, I hear majority of it is just your inner self coming out, being genuine, being authentic, and that's when your true passion really shows. This is when you're authentic. So that's what I got out of it.
Man, I absolutely love that. Right? Look at Eric King. Eric King did, $24 million in production last year, and he was unapologetically himself. Unapologetically himself, man. Jim, I absolutely love that. Let's go to Maria out in Sacramento. Maria, key takeaways from today's session together.
I'm going to try not to cry. So, sorry. My biggest takeaway is that it's not too late. I've been in the business for a long time, and sometimes I get into my head that
your audio cut out. Yeah, Maria, your audio cut out. Maria, your audio cut. Shit, that was some good stuff too.
I know it's not too late, and I just need to get outside of my head.
You guys, how many people have ever met Maria in person? Her energy is like next level. The way you dress, the way that you hold yourself, like you are a straight celebrity. Go out there and ball out and be this wonderful ray of light in your community. And I promise you, people will follow you to the end of the earth. You have something that a lot of people don't have. It is that God-given energy and talent. So go out there and just shine, because we love you. We see what you're doing out there. Just 10x the person that you are. Let's go to one more person. Courtney Borland out in Phoenix. I want to hear from you. You're a guest here today. Key takeaways from today's time together.
Yes. Hi. Thank you. This is great. And I fell in love with you in San Diego. It was phenomenal. The Better Homes and Gardens line might have been the best thing I've ever heard. Anyway, Maria, I'm right there with you. What I've found from being on this call with 100 people that I don't know is that we're all in the same boat. The only difference is some people are going to do it and some people are going to talk about doing it. So I just want to all be in the group where we just do it. So Maria, I'm going to think about you today when I'm doing videos and doing all those things that I know that I should be doing but didn't. And you'll think of me and we will just get it done together.
I love that. Because if you're going to be on this boat, you better be fucking rowing. You better be rowing. So, all right, guys. Well, listen, much love, much gratitude, right? And like I said this when I did my talk the other day, it's not gratitude in the sense of it being like novelty or like, hey, hashtag grateful. Like, I am grateful with every fiber of who I am as a human being. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate this opportunity to be able to serve you guys in the highest level possible. So let's go out there and win today. Win. Make some calls. Go make some connections. Knock on some doors. Whatever it is, just choose to win today. I love you. Appreciate you. Happy birthday, Eric. Enjoy that jacuzzi and waterfall and all the splendor of your day. Appreciate you guys. Love you. Peace. See you guys soon.